Welcome to another wonderful episode of Secret. Well, habit takes over. What can I do? Habit takes over. Okay. Welcome to episode N of something, and so on and so forth, where I'm going to be reviewing a game developed by Modulatio Games, published by same company. It's an indie game, it's an action game, it's a wonderful game, it's on Steam, it costs only £11. Yes, or a 4-pack for £35. That's a bit unfair, because... Oh well, who gives... No, actually it is fair, yeah. You basically buy free, get one free? Something like that, I don't know. Now, there are plenty of Steam packs here, just for bullshit idea, I'm gonna read all tags there are there. There's action, there's tactical, there's top-down, there's shooter, there's multiplayer, there's co-op, there's indie, there's strategy, open world, war, single player, multiplayer, RPG, simulation, RTS, sandbox, massively multiplayer, okay. Adventure, isometric, survival. All that is true, except not really. First of all, it's not massive multiplayer. I have no idea why the fuck it's there. Can I actually do something? Yeah, I should... Yeah, it's not massively multiplayer. Okay. It's sandbox game? In a sense. Is it RTS game? No, it's not an RTS game. Is it a simulation game? It's not a simulation game, and it is a simulation game. Is it a military game? Oh yes, it's a military game. Is it a single-player game? It's single-player, multiplayer. If I'm not wrong, servers are up to 64 people. I will check that whenever. So, what am I reviewing? I'm reviewing Running with Rifles. It's a game I found on Steam by accident. I like it a lot. It's a game where you can run with a rifle. Sometimes get in a tank and then shoot out of a tank. Or ride a jeep. Sounds awesome, doesn't it? Well, I have a wonderful trailer footage playing in the background, so maybe it sounds better than I'm describing it. Basically, what you do in this game is just run around with rifles. You run around with rifles, you shoot enemy troops, and as you shoot enemy troops, you rank up. As you rank up, you get to command troops, which then run around with rifles along with you and help you kill enemies and take over objectives. Easy. I think this is a piece of crap which I would love to eat. I mean, seriously, this game is awesome. If you have played games like Cannon Fodder. Yeah, there was a game on Sega called Cannon Fodder. Is an action strategy shoot-'em-up game developed by Sensible Software in 1993 for Amiga and DOS and Sega and whatever else not. Basically a wonderful game as well. If you like that game, you will like this game. I mean, seriously, this game is great and wonderful, and the fact that it's multiplayer is even better. Now, description says it's a top-down tactical shooter with open-world RPG elements. Join ranks of army as common soldier and just like the thousands around you. Yeah, and the thing is, as you play, you level up, and if you'll notice, although most people around you, let me put like most NPCs around you don't level up, you'll notice that they still sort of level up if you spend a long time on the level. Enemies are going to become stronger, same as your soldiers, so you'll see that suddenly, holy crap, there's 3 tanks coming at me! Because enemy can spawn in tanks, same as you can spawn in tanks. I'm sure you can find some gameplay videos. I'm not going to bother you with actual gameplay video. I'm currently doing a campaign of my own, where I'm just running through. I've taken over, I think, quarter of a map? Big map. Small map. It's fun. There's like many maps you can fight over, and each map has multiple objectives you can fight over. It's not capture the flag. It's capture and hold. Is that correct? Yeah, I think that is correct. There's also other things about I I should be comparing this to some other games, but the only other game with similar gameplay mechanics was so long ago. It was 1993, and I played it a lot. I've oh my god, I got I think through Hobbs' game, and I had that there was a hill in Cannon Fodder where all your soldiers were lined up, and I had that hill absolutely full with all ranks available. So, this game is awesome. I honestly like. I want this. I want more of this. It's top down. Yeah, graphics are kind of low, but at the same time, physics are great. I mean it. Only problem with physics I noticed was tanks. How they drive is that they're just a bit jaggy in driving. AI could also use a bit of better pathfinding. I mean, more objective driven and not so much of a patrol as in some cases I noticed. But at the same time, it's like, wait, but some AI, some people in the army, even during combat, which is about a mile away, they don't run to the combat. They're like, okay, I'm patrolling my area. I'm just doing what I'm supposed to do. So I don't know. I'm looking at screenshot now. There's just not rifles. There are rifles, there are pistols, there are machine guns, there are grenades. 3 types of grenades: hand grenade, standard grenade, impact grenade, and 4 types: flash grenade and smoke grenade. I've seen smoke, I think. No, stun grenade. Sorry, not flash grenade. There are 3 main rifles. There are special rifles, which sometimes drop from defeated enemies. There are special things which drop down, which are like pack of cigarettes, a porn magazine, a book on a manual on how to play this game. They just drop out, and you have to deliver these things to your base to get cred. It's a great game. It is. Music is simple. There's only, as far as I noticed, there's only menu music, and I don't know. It's good. It's standard military kind of march, yeah. But it's good. It's appropriate. It's not like I'm gonna put in Star Wars music in frickin' Running with Rifles game. And the name is also awesome. Name of this game is very simple: Running with Rifles, and because that's what you do. It even makes a commentary on current way how many games are named, like Cat Simulator, like Farming Simulator, like Goat Simulator, which was a joke originally. Goat Simulator, that is, which eventually became bad joke as a result. But it's good, and for example, if you order your troops, hey, run directly into enemy fire, they're like, no, we aren't gonna do that. We're gonna stay away from enemy. We're just gonna stay somewhere else because we can't get there. And it's awesome. Seriously, let's talk about bad aspects of the game. Bad aspects of the game. Well, if that grenade would not kill me, no, never mind. That's a good aspect of the game. Sometimes game gets a bit slow. Let me explain that. Game is a very good simulation of battlefield. Even if you don't look at certain part of the battlefield, battle still happens there. And if you're not there to help or not help, it will affect how things happen. For example, if you leave certain area or you die in area and you're the guy who actually does most of the damage, well, I'm sorry, that area is lost. You no longer have control over it, so you have to go back in. I spent 3 hours fighting over same piece of land, and if you've seen in the trailer, there's this blood on the terrain. This is a good thing. It stays there. It doesn't go away. Blood just... Yeah, that means you shot somebody there. There's blood everywhere. I had entire objective covered in red. I was fighting for 3 hours, heavy battles. It was crazy hard. So I would say that's one negative. What would be the other negatives? Well, bullets. Friendly fire isn't a thing and is a thing. If you throw a grenade, suddenly there is friendly fire. If you, however, shoot friendly in the back, there is no friendly fire. If you drive a jeep slowly, you don't kill anybody. If you drive jeep faster, suddenly you get kills. And at the beginning of this game, there is no way you can drive fast because of the terrain in the beginning of the game. So you're like, oh, so I can't do kills with vehicles. So that's kind of bad. But then you realize you can do kills with vehicles, and you only couldn't because you were going too slow. Horn, AI kind of ignores it, even when it's all peaceful. They don't really... Some of them ignore it, some of them don't. It's hard to find actual negative things. AI pathfinding. What do I mean by pathfinding? Sometimes AI just runs back. I mean, they had a commander. They spawn sort of in squads, but not really, because the squad commander dies. They just all retreat. Not immediately, no. They let squad commander respawn, and when he respawns, he's like, follow me! And that's what they do. Entire NPC squad just runs away from the battlefield. You are winning. There are no enemies in sight. There is absolutely nothing to do. You are going into the enemy base to conquer it, and like half the people retreat from the battlefield, and you're left there just, okay, so now I'm alone, or there's 2 or 3 of my own squad people, or there's maximum, I think, 8. So, and now I have to hold this place till they come back, because there's nothing there. So that's AI pathfinding. There are some other problems with AI pathfinding. As I said, they capture enemy tank, for example, and then they just go on patrol around entire map. They're just like, okay, we're just gonna drive around, do nothing, just drive around. I don't know. I tried getting in. I achieved rank of Staff Sergeant First Class, I think. And I'm like, okay, so I've been driving around all the time. How about I get on the gunner position and try making my troops drive? They don't do that. They're like, no, we are fine. We're just gonna stay here. You can order them to shoot. You can't order them to move when they're in vehicle. Also, I get in a tank. That means 3 positions taken. Good. I have 2 more troops. Oh, there's a jeep. Get in the jeep. I right-click on the jeep, and they're like, nope, we want to follow you. I can't help them. I need a better chair. This chair is very squeaky. What else? What else do we have? Cover system is actually very well made. That's positives. There are really little negatives I can think about. There's like 2 so far, and I'm trying to think of a third, and I'm failing miserably. There is so little bad things about this game that I honestly don't know what to say about it. I could say there are some spoilers about the game, about how you're supposed to play. But I'm not going to do that. I think people should discover that for themselves. Besides, I already told you, it's kind of like cannon fodder, and you also walk through the map, conquering positions, defeating enemies, and, well, in cannon fodder they don't respawn, but that's besides the point. In some cases they do. I know in some cases they do. Relax. I say it because it's similar. It's not same. There's no... You can't divide your squad into different sides. You can either be... Well, you sort of can. You can order your entire squad to go one way while you're going around it. While they hold a position, you're like, I'm just going to walk around it and defeat enemies from behind. Did I like it? Hell yes, I did. I currently have about 8 hours of gameplay in it. and I'll have plenty more. I'm pretty sure it's not shit because it's very tasty. It's like I went to a corner shop, corner street. No, I went to a hot dog stand to buy a shitty hot dog, probably with rat meat, and I got a 5-star restaurant gourmet meal. This is how I would describe it. What would I do different? Well, I would add one thing: lines to bullet trajectories from my gun only. I know they kind of are there, but I would make mine a bit different color to indicate, hey, that's my shot. Because thing is, projectiles are fast, and if you're in big firefight, sometimes you can't tell that you don't. Sometimes you can't tell you ran out of ammo because all shots are same sound. All rifle shots. That doesn't make sense. Okay, pistol sounds different from AK-47. AK-47 sounds different from G36. G46 sounds different from M4. M4 doesn't matter which one. Tank sounds different from a grenade. Rocket sounds different from a tank. But when you go in with like 50 people behind you and you all start shooting your guns, all guns are same because they all are either G46, AK-47, it's just a standard rifle because this game is called Running with Rifles, and you can't tell at which moment your gun runs out of ammo. And you're like, okay, I'm still shooting. And for some seconds you're like, wait, am I still shooting? Let's check. Oh yeah, I am. A few shots later, I'm still shooting? Oh, I'm not. When did I run out? I don't know, because there is no indication. So, yeah. Now, would I recommend this game? Hell yes, and this is my wonderful recommendation. I hope you will enjoy it. Thank you for watching. See you all next time.